it's Kristen. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I wanted to share with you a small little haul, but basically this was my birthday gift that basically bought for myself. Tailored Expressions. This is my first order through them. I have a few products of them that I've picked up at my local shop when they have like their trash and treasure type sale. So somebody has turned it in and trying to give it a second life, or our Crafty resale store in town. I was able to pick up some goodies there. Again, those were brought in where people just donate their things and then the store resells them in hopes to avoid them ending up in the landfill and garbage, because you never know who might be willing to give a Crafty supply a new home. But this was my first actual order from them. I've seen Crafty Al use these products for probably over the last year and a half, and well, Taylor over at Tailored Expressions had a pretty good little sale the other day with their Creating Quad sets. I'll show you because I got a couple of them here. And I don't usually see those go on sale. So I definitely jumped at that chance to increase my collection of those. So here we go. I had seen this one from some other crafters. Let's see, I believe it was in like a Crop and Create or something like that, where you buy like a whole big box of supplies and lots of different companies contribute to that, and they do classes. Well, they I think that might have been March or April, and they released it separately so the general public can go ahead and buy it. I did receive a birthday card from a lovely crafty friend, and they used this one here with the flowers, and so when that came in the mail, I was absolutely sold and had to make sure to jump on this sale while I can. Creating Quads, if you're not familiar with them, they sure are a lot of fun. I find they do give you a good arm workout for ink blending, but I enjoy them. They are a layered stencil set in which you take one larger piece of paper. You can do a full 8.5 by 11 size. The stencil in the guideline areas also, as it says, an 8 by 10.5 piece of paper will work as well. Either way you want to do it, totally cool. But this particular one, called Flit and Flutter, makes some hummingbirds, butterflies, regular birds, and just some flowers. So I like that. They're showing you one colorway here, but gosh, the possibilities are endless depending on what color you'd like. I think the card I received had some reds and golds in it, so it almost resembled poppies. So I did really like that. I can imagine maybe some gray or some yellow with some white, especially maybe if you did it on like a craft cardstock, or Tailored Expression does have one that's called Toffee. That's about a craft type color, but that would look really fun. That might be an upcoming video. What do you think? You can also use paste through here. I've done that in the past on like one of the final layers. Most of these sets are usually 4. This was a special that did have 5. And Tailored Expressions does have a lot of add-on products you can do for this, such as coordinating dies to cut things out with, or sometimes maybe stamps. I'm not sure about that, but lots of neat things. The foilet panels, excuse me, that you could put through a Mink or a laminator on one of the layers. Those seem like a lot of fun, and I don't have a Mink type machine at this time, but I do have a laminator, so hey, one never knows. Now, the particular sale at the time was a buy one get one free. Thank you, Taylor. I went ahead and got the second one that's called Pattern Playground. I believe when it was released, on watching some videos, they kind of were toting it towards just fun backgrounds, as well as if in case you needed a masculine card. Well, sure, I mean, these colors here are quite nice. I really fell in love with this Argyle one, plaid, of course, and these are the chevron and diamond type pattern. I thought, would look really fun, but not necessarily for masculine cards. I think if you did the right color combo for these, they just would look stunning. And who doesn't need just plain basic patterns with geometric shapes? The front of these are just really plain, so it's probably hard to really see these in camera. They have the 4 sections, so basically when you get done, you have 4 A2 card panel sizes ready to go. So it's really great if you need multiple cards at once or want to mass make. What I also really liked on this playful, or the pattern playground, was depending on how much you wanted to do, just even 1 layer of stenciling may be enough just to add that little oomph in the background, especially like on the Argyle. Or can you imagine on the plaids here, just doing 1, maybe 2, totally would look like a candy cane stripe. And you wouldn't even have to do all the layers and just do the 1 single panel. That's a lot of fun. Now to finish out my order, because on the Taylor Expressions website, you do need to get to $50 and then you get free shipping. So with these, I just needed a bit more. I'd seen Alicia from Call Me Crafty Owl also use these. TE calls them maps. They're almost like guides or templates, if you will, and they have some heft to them. These are some laminated sheets to go ahead and make some basically card sketches around them. Their intention, from what I can tell, was to go ahead and take that half sheet of paper, an 8.5 by 5.5 size piece of paper, stamp out a pattern, a background pattern, then cut up the pattern according to the map or the template and get 4 or 5 different cards that using that piece of pattern paper. Again, I don't have many stamps from TE. I have really more the Create and Quads. I have 2 others in my stash, the Snowflake and the Mistletoe, and then these 2 new ones. But I did see these and I thought, well, I've got plenty of stamps from other companies. That might work too. And certainly I've got enough pattern paper, especially if I cut down a 12 by 12 size piece of pattern paper. I thought, well, shoot, that might be a really good way to go ahead and make up some quicker cards when I need to batch make or just want to have a lot in store. Maybe I have a piece of 12 by 12 paper that's more of a scrap that's been cut into. I bet I can probably find this size needed in order to make those. And it would be a good way to start stash busting. This is just like the template. It is nice and laminated. I bet this would be a great use of watercolor palette or something as well. But I'll just give you a quick little glimpse. Basically, and then some of the patterns cut down. But what I thought was also fun was that they gave you some of their colors in their color combos that they used. And since I'm new to their inks and I don't have any, I thought their color combos and seeing what they like to put together would be also beneficial for me in the end. Because maybe I have color combos, I wouldn't have thought maybe to put the pink and the yellow with all the greens, but it actually makes sense and is very pleasing to the eye. So I like that. This is volume 2. So it's another 5 sheets, same concept as the first one. So I thought, well, those will be a lot of fun to kind of make and play around with. If you have any questions about any of the products, I'll see if I can provide some links for you down below, just for your convenience in case you're curious or want to see some of the examples that they've made with these items. Do let me know. If you just want to say hi, say hi. I'd appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye! Hey, sneaking back in here super quick, I forgot to mention, as part of a free gift that Taylor Expressions does with an order, sorry for the noise here, they give a stamp. And this month, because it is June, my little sticker stuck. Cute little bag. It is a rose. Now, since this is my first order, I've only received this one, which is perfect because June being my birthday month, perfect. So it's a nice red rubber stamp with a sticky background. So if I needed to store it on something, that would work. I guess that they've done flowers for 2025, so a lot of people are placing an order each month and getting them collected. But I do like that I have the rose. So I'll definitely be finding a way to use that in my stash as well. Okay, bye.